All right, let's get started here. Okay, this video probably is going to be one of the most important videos you watch. And we're going to talk about how to go from trading a demo account to a live account. And I think there's some steps you can take that makes the transition a little bit easier. But let's first get into a couple things here. And then we're going to actually look at some actual, not only examples, but some actual trades. You're going to see me compare, put on a demo trade compared to the live trade. Okay, so before we get started, we do need to talk about why even start with a demo account. Well, demo testing gives you the following indispensable benefits. Okay, first of all, you need to know whether your strategy even works. If it doesn't work in demo, it's definitely not going to work live. Okay, so you need to have a proven trading system. Something that has shown to hold the test of time. You know, you've had, I mean, my system, I've had, I don't know, 3, 4, 5,000 trades already in it, so I know it works. But you need to, whatever you use, you need to have a strategy that actually works for you, okay? So, and the best way to do that is to trade it in a demo account before you even think about going live, okay? The other thing is, it is Nadex. Nadex platform is a little bit different, so it helps you get familiar with the Nadex platform. Everything from the way that you set up your screens to how you execute your orders, making sure that you're pricing your orders in. Just get familiar with the whole process. You really, if you've seen the fundamental video, you know I set my Nadex platform up very simple with minimum distractions. I think that's real important. So just get used to that. Get used to working with the platform. Real important, because obviously that's where you're going to be placing your trades. The other thing is it's going to help you learn how to manage your nerves. Now, the thing is, I always suggest that you trade as if this demo account was your actual account. Okay, so what I suggest is that you trade your demo as if it was real money and the amount you plan to fund your live account. So let's say that you're only going to start with 500. Trade the demo account as if it only has 500 in it, or 1,000. Trade it only if it has $1,000 in it. Okay, that's what you have to do, because obviously that's what you're going to be experiencing when you go live. Now, they give you a lot of money in demo. You don't want to be putting on, 100 contracts. That means absolutely nothing. That's not the way you're going to trade. Okay, so trade the demo as if it was absolutely real money in there, and you want to show that you can actually make money in your demo account over an extended period of time. My recommendation is you want to be at least profitable 9 out of every 10 days. Okay, so once again, demo is always the first step when you start trading any new strategy or method. If you feel impatient to start with a demo account first, you probably are not cut out to be a profitable binary option trader. So important, because if you can't be disciplined in a demo account, you're definitely not going to be disciplined in a real account. So obviously you can still gamble for fun if that's what you want to do, but don't expect to really make any money, because it's just not going to work. So once again, starting with a demo is extremely, extremely important. Okay. Now let's look at some of the differences, the conditions between a demo account and a live account. Market makers. Well, in a demo account, there is no market makers. Okay, people that will take the other side of your trade to offer liquidity. Whereas in a live account, you do have market makers. So let's say that you have, typically in a demo, I think you see a bid and ask about 100. And when you go live, you may only see bid and ask of maybe 5 or 10. Does that mean that is your limit? No, you can go ahead and put on more. More than likely, a market maker is going to come in and fill the rest. So even though you may see a bid out there of 10 lots, if you want to put on a 20 lot, these market makers are going to come in and take the other 10 to fill up the, to give the market some liquidity. Okay, that's kind of why they're there. Implied volatility, obviously this is a big part of options. In demo, it's static, so pretty much stays the same. And the live account is going to be dynamic. It is going to vary depending on the particular market conditions that you're in at that point. Does the bid and the offers change? Well, on the demo account, you're going to see it does tend to change a little bit slower. and on the live account a little bit faster, but not as much as you think. Okay, now the difference between the bid and the offer may be a little bit different between the demo and the live, but in most cases it's pretty close together. Okay, now sometimes you may see a bid that's different than what you're seeing on the live account. And that will happen, but in most cases, they're going to be real close, particularly when that first set of strikes open up, which is typically when I'm putting on a trade anyway. I'm not waiting for the last minute. I'm usually in within the first, 30 seconds of that new set of 5-minute strikes. So shouldn't be a big issue, and we'll take a look at that here in a minute. Once again, I get back to ability to trade size. Obviously, you can trade size. When I say size, anything bigger than a one lot. You can do them in the demo just like you can do them in the live account, okay? And the strike ladder, the strikes are going to be the same, okay? So whatever strikes you see in your demo, you're going to see those strikes on the live. Now, every once in a while, you'll see that to be different, and I have seen that, but it's not that often. And in most cases, your strike ladder is going to be the same. So that's really good when it comes to doing some trading, okay? So here is an example. What I did on this is I basically have an actual count here. Let me open this up a little bit. I think I can open this up just a little bit more. There we go. Let's bring that down. Okay, so what we have here is this is a demo count in green. This is your actual count in blue. And take a look at something, okay? Look at your 1281, okay? We have almost just a little bit shy of 4 minutes left, right? So 1281, you have 0.25, 578. You have nothing on the bid, and you have 5.75. Come down to your 79. We have $1, we have 25 cents, we have 7, we have 6, very close. And then as you get closer into the strike price, look at your 77. 7 and 14, 1 and 9, get into the 75, 82, 82, 85, 92. So what I found is that they're all very close. They can vary anywhere between a 5 to a 10-point difference. But once again, the closer you are to the start of this new set of strikes, you'll find those to be very, very close. Let's take a look at another example. Once again, here we go. This is the same thing. This has 52 seconds to go, okay? So let's take a look at the 16, 125.16. We have 80.75, 125.16. We have 79.25. See, very close. And on the offer 99, here you have 87 and so forth. So once again, extremely, extremely close, okay? Pound. This is on the pound US demo versus live. 4 minutes, a little bit, almost 4 minutes to go here on this before this set of strikes expire. We're looking at the, let's look at the 91. The 91 is at 24. This is at 21 and 31 and 27. You can see extremely, extremely close. Okay, that's closer. That's the closest one to the actual indicative, and so you'll find that close to the indicative, you're going to have these line up quite a bit. Or you may see some differences if you look at your 93, your 30.93, and your 30.93 on this one. You're sitting at 8. You're sitting at $1. Well, I mean, if you're trading a demo account, you don't want to be selling something for $8 because after commissions, you're only making $6. That doesn't make sense. So really, this is a no-brainer. I mean, I wouldn't even look at anything unless it was at least $12, and that's only if it's a really strong trade and you want to put size on. But most of the time, we're going to try to get something better than 20, preferably 40, 50. Sometimes you get better than that. And I have seen some crazy discrepancies actually between the demo and the live, where the live actually had much better premium. Okay. Okay, let's see, Aussie, here we go, the Aussie again, 2.5, about a little bit shy of 3 minutes to go here. What do we have here? We have the 39, we're looking at 71.77, 72, 77. See, just extremely close. And then this is going to be the final one here. Here we go. We have indicators at 56. Look at our 57. We're at 18 and 24. And in this particular case, look at your 57. You have 1 and 17. So what does that tell you? It tells you it's probably coming down, right? So that is, with 49 seconds left, this spread becomes a lot different, okay? Obviously, you can't go in here in the last minute and think that you're going to sell that 57 for 18. It's just not going to happen, okay? So as you go in time, this is important, as you go in time, you find that the bid and the offers, the difference is going to be a lot different than the live account. So important, get your trades in as early as you possibly can. Don't wait for the last minute or two to get a trade in. I mean, you can, but you're just going to have to make sure that you're getting some premium. That doesn't mean that 49 seconds out, I couldn't get some decent premium. I mean, I've seen it as high as $20 sometimes, and you only have a few seconds to go. So that does happen. But overall, that is not going to be the case. Okay. So let's take a look at some live action, and I will go ahead here, and we will go ahead and switch over to that. 1 second. Okay, so here we are. What I have here is I have a demo account, and I'm comparing it to an actual account. What we're looking at is we're looking at the bid and the offers. We're looking at identical pairs here, the Aussie USD and the Aussie USD down over here. These are both 5-minute binaries for Forex. And we're going to compare the bid and the offers just to see how close they really are. So let's take a look at the 71.79. It looks like we have about 29. 71.79, we have 28. 71.75, we have 93. I have 95 down over here. On the offer, on the 79, we have 33. 33, 99, 98. As you can see, there's very little difference between a demo account and an actual account when it comes to the bid and offer prices. Next question is, well, the bid sides are different. You have 20 bid here, 20 bid, and you have 100 bid up here. What this means basically down here is that even if somebody were to throw in a 200 lot, they have market makers that will absorb that volume, okay? So this doesn't really mean anything when it comes to the real account, okay? The market makers will come in and fill it if you want to do larger size than what you're seeing on the bid and the offer. Keep in mind, though, that I always suggest you do not do market, okay? So always price your orders in. I think we've talked about that already, but price your orders in so you don't have a lot of slippage, okay? Particularly if your lot size is going to be bigger than the bid and the offers, okay? So anyway, that's something to keep in mind. I price my orders in all the time. Always price it in because even in a fast market, I've seen prices where I was trying to sell, this may be, let's say I was selling it over here on the 71.79, and I'm looking over here and I'm seeing 30. And by the time I sell it, it's probably, 12. So that's the thing. You always want to make sure that you price it in, have a minimum. If you want to make $20, then, price it in to sell it at no less than $20. So anyway, let's take a look at the other pair. Let's look at Euro US. Okay, here's a Euro US. We're looking at the 07 is 14, 07 down here is 12, 17, 16. 1303 is 89, 90. And this is a Friday. Market's usually pretty quiet on Friday. So the point I'm trying to make here is that if you can make money, okay, in a demo account and you can do it consistently, then if you can trade the same way in a real account, you should continue to be successful. The difference between the two is not so much the bid and the offer prices, okay? What the big difference is, your emotions. And that's something that I can't train you to do that. Nobody can train you to do that. I do have, obviously, some ideas which I've shared, and I think that will help. But the bottom line is always going to get down to the individual trader. Some people can do it and some people can't. That's just the reality of trading. Even if you had a system that showed to be 99% accurate, when you go into that real account, you're still going to have some stress in order to make those trades. The only way to get over it is to do a lot of tickets. Just keep doing it over and over and over again. And I suggest you do that in a demo account to where it becomes automatic, and you just keep pulling the trigger over and over and over again. I always suggest if you can be right 9 out of 10 days, then you should be in the demo. You should be ready to go live. Okay, so let's look at one more here, and then we'll wrap this up here. Let's look at, that's kind of weird. Let's look at euro yen. Euro yen. Got a minute to go here. What are we looking at? 38 up here. 33 here. 92. 92. You can see they're very similar. 45, 48, 99, 99. You can see they're very similar. So once again, the problem is not bidding offers, and the problem is not whether they can take your size or not. Very few people are going to be doing 10 lots anyway. But the difference is the emotional aspect of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move on here. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do a demonstration here of trading a demo account with a live account right next to it. Same pair. We're trading the 5-minute Euro USD. And as you can see up here, I have it on a demo account, and I have it on a live account. And I went ahead and I sold them at the same time. And you can see that I sold, in this case, I sold it for $24, wanted it to come down. And on a live account, I sold it for $28. So I sold them pretty much at the same time. So in terms of comparing a demo to a live account, you will find that when you're putting a trade on, in most cases, your bid and offers are going to be very close together. Every once in a while, I have seen it. I will see it vary from 5 to 10. But it's, and I think you'll see it bounce around a lot more on your live account. But most of my trades are taken as soon as the strikes start, the first set of strikes. And so I'm usually in the trade within the first 30 seconds. And let's carry this out and see how we end up doing here. Still short. Short the 1297. It's at 95.7. It's looking good. About 15 seconds to go. This is a real good demonstration to show that to show you just how close these two are when it comes to bids and offers. Okay, that's it. It settled up very nicely. Okay, so that should be fairly convincing. You know, demo live trades executed pretty close together. Actually getting some decent premium on that, and you can see the difference is not that much. So that's the thing. I think you're going to see that the case a lot, and that should give you some confidence. Make money in your demo, and then come and do live. Now I do have some ideas how to make that transition a little bit easier here. Okay. First of all, you must have a winning strategy. It gets back to that, right? You're not going to go trade a live account if you don't have a winning strategy. So once again, so important to trade it in a demo account before you even think about going live. The other thing is you want to set up your live Nadex platform with minimal distractions. If you've seen the fundamental video, I go through that in the very beginning of that video. If you have not, go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, provide me with your email address, and we'll shoot you a link so you can watch it. It's about an hour in length, and it kind of goes through my core strategy and some of the things that I look for. Okay, so one of the things I'm a big believer in is distractions. I don't want any distractions, so that's why I don't listen to the news. I don't put indicators on my charts. I'm not even listening to music. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to, but I try to keep everything down to a very minimum. And if you recall, when you go back and you look at my my orders, I'm sorry, on my platform, let me go back here real quick here. What do you notice here? Okay, my account is, I don't look at my balance, okay? Not looking at my balance because that's another distraction. And you want to focus on trading, not your money. If you focus on the money, you're not going to be able to pull the trigger, okay? So you got to focus and get used to this. Doing in your demo account. Don't even look at the count value. Okay, you can go ahead and market whatever it is before you start trading that day, and then trade. Follow everything. Follow your method. Follow your strategies, your setups, whatever you use, and then at the end of the day, then look at your balance and see how you did. But that helps you focus on trading and not what your equity is at. The other thing is, you see that I have very minimal distractions. All I have is my market window open here. I have open positions, and below that, I have my pending orders. But and I also have my 5-minute binaries open up over here and ready to go. So all I have to do is click on one, and bam, I'm right there. I don't have flashing. I don't have new highs, new low flashing. Very minimal distractions. In fact, what you'll see me do is when I set up my platform, you see over here where it says bid size, bid and offer. See what I did over here? I got rid of the bid size and the bid offer, okay, or the offer size and the bid size. I get rid of those. I don't need to see all that. All I need to see is what is the bid, what is the offer, how much time is left, and that's it, right? And the indicative price. Everything else, updates, I don't need that. I just get it out of there. Just another distraction. So keeping distractions to a minimum is really important, okay? Obviously, when you get ready, so you have a winning strategy, things are going well, you're consistent, you're making money every, 9 out of 10 days, okay? Then what you want to do is you want to start paper trading your live account first. Don't just jump in there and start trading it. Paper trade it. Get feel for how the strikes. How the premium is changing, how fast it's changing. When you see a buy or a sell, look at that bid or that offer, mark it down, and just paper trade it for a while. Okay. That's the key. Paper trade it for a while and make sure that you're profitable. If you're not profitable, you probably are either hesitating or you're just not getting enough premium. Not getting enough premium usually is because of hesitation. So that's the thing about 5 minutes. They do many times require you to get it as soon as a new set of strikes opened up. I do that a lot. As soon as it opens up, I'll put it on. Every once in a while, I'll put it on maybe 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in. But that's pretty rare. I usually like to get it right off the bat so I get some good premium. Okay? Never use market orders. Price your orders in, right? Use the good till cancel. So let's say that you want to sell it. Just put in something like a 20 or 12. So you don't want to sell it anything less than $12 or $20. Okay? So because if you go market, you may get some big slippage. So say I don't want to make anything less than $20. So when you sell it, put it in good till cancel as 20. And if it's above that, great, you get a better fill. And if it's below that, you just don't get filled. Okay, it could come up and put you in, but the thing is that you have to control where you're buying and selling, how much you want to pay, how much you want to risk. That's something you control. And the way you control it is you put your order in like that. Either they give it to you or they don't. Okay, find the time of the day where you can devote at least 2 hours. Okay, so that means that's real important. You notice when I trade in the evenings from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, that's for 2 hours. You can do very well within a 2-hour period of time. Find the time that works for you, whether it's first thing in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon, late at night. Find 2 hours where you can devote some time and trade, because it may take a while for those setups to develop, and so you need to be patient, and you need to be studying the charts every day and spending that time in front of the charts so you get a better feel. And the more time, I promise, the more screen time you spend, the easier your trading is going to become. Okay. Once again, don't allow yourself to trade live until you can be profitable at least 9 out of every 10 trading days. Okay. That's very, very important. So that's one of the things you want to be looking at. You always want to make sure you're profitable at least 9 out of 10 trading days. Paper trading before you even think about actually going live. Okay, and so important, don't be in a hurry to start trading live until you can follow these steps. Follow these steps, okay? You jump, if you don't follow these steps, then you're going to have some problems, okay? We're trying to ease ourselves into going from a demo, okay, which is fake money, to real money. So let's ease ourselves into it. Let's feel comfortable with it. Let's build some confidence knowing that, wow, I can paper trade. I can still do well on my live account. Then you're ready to go, okay? So don't be in a hurry. It does require a lot of discipline. So the next question is that what are the traits of a profitable trader? Well, first of all, passion. I think you have to have passion when you're trading. If you don't have passion about trading, you're probably not going to be successful at it, just like any other endeavor. You have to have passion. If you're passionate about something, more than likely you're going to do very well. Confidence. Confidence in this business comes through time. Just executing those orders. You can build that in the demo account. You can build that in your live trading account by paper trading at first. Build up confidence so when it comes to pulling the trigger, you're going to have the confidence knowing, I've done this so many times. I know these patterns work. Yes, this next trade may be a loss, but that's okay because I look at trading on a long-term basis. I don't look at it for every single trade. If I lose today, I've got all the time in the world, right? God willing, where I can come back and I can make up for those losses. So don't feel you have to come back and make up for your losses. So once again, confidence. Build up the confidence knowing that you can do it, okay? And you're going to be able to do that in your demo and your paper trading, your live account. Patience. Be patient. Don't force the market to give you something that's not there. I mean, I've had times when I've been out of the market for hours. That's going to happen. So for me, what we wait for is good EOM. Once we have good EOM, that first of all triggers good trading conditions, and then I start looking at my patterns. Okay, so I've got several layers that I'm looking at that give me higher probabilities of making money, and that's part of the key to the way that I trade and why I've been profitable for such a long period of time, day in and day out, is because I do have some very good tools that actually are proprietary. They're not available. Not going to find them. They're not in an indicator. They're not in a book. This is stuff that I've developed over 35 years of trading. Okay, so once again, be patient. Give yourself time. You take a loss. Don't get all frustrated because if you do, you're not going to be able to make that next trade, and that next trade is probably going to be your big winner. Okay. Be disciplined. Once again, always be disciplined. Follow it. If you don't have a pattern, don't trade it. Make sure your patterns are developed. Make sure everything's there, and then go from there. Consistently, just keep doing it over and over again. If you see patterns coming in, you just keep consistently trading those patterns over and over again, and don't do anything until you have all the right conditions. But be consistent about the way that you trade. Okay, don't start trading. You see some really strong trades, and you trade some, and then you don't trade the others. Just be consistent in pulling the trigger. And if you have an objective, which I always recommend coming in and have an objective, once you hit your objective for the day, stop trading. You can go to a demo and play with it if you want, practice on it. But if you're trading live, come in with an objective, get in and get out. I trade all day because I have a chat room to run. But before I started this chat room, I had a objective. I'd come in, and I could typically hit that objective. Sometimes I hit it in the first 10 minutes. Sometimes it took me an hour or two. So, and then I would be done for the day. That's the best way to trade. And never stop learning. Always be looking for new patterns, new patterns, new setups. There's more there that I can even find myself, but you may notice some, and that's important. So never stop learning. More FaceTime you put into trading, the more time you watch the charts. You're watching the 5 minutes, you're watching the 1 minute, you're watching the relationships of all the different pairs. You're going to get a good feel for how the markets move, and that once again is going to give you some more confidence. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, you can always go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, drop me a line. I'd be glad to talk to you or answer your questions via email. And if you're interested in my services, then hang tight here, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. Okay, so here we are. I'm now offering 3 plans. You can subscribe for just a monthly plan, or you could decide to go with a 3-month plan, or you can go ahead and get the 12-month plan. The difference is first of all, with the 1-month plan, you are going to learn about the core strategy, which includes the pairing pattern, the single and double continuation pattern, the delta pattern, and I will also teach you the nibble strategy. Okay. Then if you decide you want to advance a little bit more, or maybe just sign up for the 3-month, then what I'm also going to provide you is special access on Sunday nights. You will have access every Thursday night. So I'm here every Thursday and every Sunday night. But the Sunday night is going to be limited to the 3-month and the 12-month plan. That is my favorite night to trade. So I will be available here in the room trading, as well as training and answering interview questions. But with that, you're also going to have you're also going to learn about the advanced nibble strategy, and that's also something that does come with the annual plan, but it is not available with the 1-month plan. So by signing up for the 3-month plan, you're going to have access to Sunday nights, also learn about the advanced nibble strategy, and all 3 plans obviously provide a 1-hour personal training where you and I will go through every single one of my patterns and setups, make sure you fully understand them. You have any questions, you and I can talk directly with each other, and I'll make sure you get fully up to speed before you actually jump into the live room. This way you kind of know when I call things out, you kind of know what I'm looking at. Then if you decide to go with the 12-month plan is actually, it's been my most popular. You're going to obviously learn everything from the 1-month and the 3-month plan, but I'm also going to be throwing in the crystal ball method. Just to let you know, this is available right now. Eventually, the crystal ball method will be taken away for 2 reasons. Number one, I don't want it highly distributed because I do trade it quite a bit as well, and also the members that have learned it have asked me not to provide it as well. So I am going to go ahead and limit access to the crystal ball method because it's a very powerful method, and if you haven't seen it, please go. I think I have a couple videos out there. You can actually watch it in action. And then these rates right now are from April of 2019. So if for some reason you're watching this video after April of 2019, please come back and just go to the website and check the plans. It's under join now, and just check to make sure that the rates are the same. These rates may change as we move forward, just depending on how many folks we have in the chat room. Just a kind of way of, I'll raise it to kind of limit, because I can only have so many people in the chat room at any one time. So do check back and make sure these rates still apply. But right now, as of April of 2019, this is where we're at. So anyhow, if you have any questions, you can always go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, and just go ahead and shoot me an email if you're not clear on anything. You can learn a little bit more. Look at the testimonials. These are all testimonials from students that have traded, so I think it's important to look at the testimonials, and you can go through the FAQs and kind of learn a little bit more about my approach and so forth. So if you decide you want to join, like I said, you could always feel free to give me a call. My number is right there, and I'll be glad to talk to you over the phone as well. Okay, I want you to feel comfortable about joining us and what I do. So anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this fundamental video, and I hope you all have great trading success. Take care.